రాజ్యసభ ప్రారంభమైంది. ఇప్పుడు అలా చూద్దాం.
Our constitution, which itself is the embodiment of democratic principles, our constitution, while providing enough avenues to citizens for all our own development, also ensures that they are able to contribute meaningfully to the development of this country. This very institution of parliament is a hallmark of democracy, and we, as legislators, are the flag bearers of democratic principle. Let us resolve this on this International Day of Democracy to strive continuously to further enrich the democratic principles as enshrined in our Constitution. Honorable members, I have to inform members that in view of the limited functional time available on the special seating arrangements made for the current session, I have acceded to the request made by the Minister of Parliament Affairs for allowing him to lay all the papers listed under the heading "Papers to be laid on the table" and statement by ministers related to department-related standing committees on the list of business for today in the name of other ministers on their behalf. I have further advised the Minister of Parliament Affairs may make himself available in the Rajya Sabha or ensure the presence of either of the Minister of State of Parliament Affairs of laying of papers if he is preoccupied otherwise. Then I also have a suggestion. In view of the experience yesterday, the members who are going to speak should raise their hand, identify themselves, tell their name, and also one more point is added, sir from the chambers, sir from gallery number 4, from Lok Sabha, so that the camera, I will be able to, because I am seeing the TV and also, so if you identify and say, sir, speaking from the Lok Sabha chambers, so then camera will focus on that particular member. Please understand the rationale behind this session and then try to follow. It will be easy for the officials also who are managing the control rooms for sound and visual are taking time to immediately switch on his mic, focus the camera on him as they are not aware of the place from where the member is speaking. The camera has to move in different directions and all. There was also some complaint yesterday, some members, while I was speaking, later also some minister also met me and told me that even my voice initially was not audible. So today I instructed the table office to see that the voice is checked before and to familiarize the newly appointed panel chairman and also the deputy chairman who is again elected. So tomorrow morning 7:30 there will be a trial for them to familiarize with all this exercise tomorrow for the newly appointed panel chairman. And if any leader of the party, if they are also interested, they can also come and participate in that. Secretariat will be organizing that. Papers to be laid on the table, Sri Prahlad Joshi or Muralidharan ji. Lay.
Sir, on behalf of my colleague Sri Anurag Thakur.
Please, but yeah.
Sir, on behalf of my colleague Sri Anurag Thakur, I rise to lay on the table of the House the papers listed against his name at serial number 1 in today's revised list of business.
No, but still I have permitted, na? Because different people standing better. Statement regarding ordinance, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman.
Sir, do I have your permission to sit and do it?
Oh yes, please.
Thank you. So I wish to lay on the table a statement in English and Hindi explaining the circumstances which had necessitated immediate legislation by the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, Ordinance 2020.
Report of the Committee on Petitions, Sri Prasanna Acharya.
माननीय सभापति जी, आपकी अनुमति से मैं आज की संशोधित कार्यावली में अपने नाम के समक्ष सूचीबद्ध प्रभावित लोगों को समय पर चेतावनी जारी करने के लिए बाढ़ के रियल टाइम पूर्वानुमान की क्षमता विकसित करने की प्रार्थना करने वाली याचिका के संबंध में याचिका समिति का 157वां प्रतिवेदन अंग्रेजी और हिंदी में सभा पटल पर प्रस्तुत करता हूं।
Reports of the Department Related Parliament Standing Committee on Labour. Secretary General.
Planning Commission I rise to lay on the table a copy each in English and Hindi of the following reports of the Committee on Labour. Eighth report on the Industrial Relations Code 2019 relating to the Ministry of Labour and Employment, and ninth report on the Code of Social Security 2019 relating to the Ministry of Labour and Employment.
Statement by Minister Sri Prahlad Joshi or Muralidharan.
Sir, on behalf of my colleague Sri Prahlad Joshi, I rise to lay on the table of the House the statement listed against his name in today's revised list of business.
Right. Motion for election to the National Jute Board. Srimati Surti Jubin Irani.
Sir, speaking from the Lok Sabha chamber, with your permission, may I sit and move the motion? Sir, I move the following motion that in pursuance of clause B of subsection 4 of the section 3 of the National Jute Board Act 2008, number 12 of 2009, read with Rule 5 of the National Jute Board Rules 2010, this House do proceed to elect in such manner as the Honourable Chairman may direct one member from amongst the members of the House to be a member of the National Jute Board.
Thank you, Shruti. Motion moved. Those in favor will please raise their hands and say aye. Those against will raise their hands and say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Election of a member. Motion for election to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS, New Delhi. Dr. Harshavardhan to move a motion.
E of section 4, read with.
Dr. Saab, Dr. Harshavardhan from the Rajya Sabha chamber. Aisa, so that camera will catch you.
Pardon, sir?
When you speak, say Dr. Harshavardhan from the Rajya Sabha chamber, so that the camera can catch you and then show it to the people. Okay, please.
Dr. Harshvardhan from the Rajya Sabha chamber.
Yes.
Respected sir, I rise to move that in pursuance of clause G of section 4, read with subsection 1 of section 6 of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences Act 1956, 25 of 1956 as amended in 2012, this House do proceed to elect in such manner as the Chairman may direct one member from amongst the members of the House to be a member of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS, New Delhi.
Motion moved. Those in favor will raise their hands and say aye. Aye. Those against will please raise their hands and say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Motion for the election to the Committee on Official Language. Sri Nityananda Roy to move a motion.
महोदय मैं राज्यसभा से बोल रहा हूं। महोदय माननीय गृह मंत्री जी की ओर से प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि राजभाषा अधिनियम 1963 का 19 की धारा 4 की उपधारा 2 के अनुसरण में यह सभा एकल संक्रमणीय मत प्रणाली द्वारा अनुपातिक प्रतिनिधित्व पद्धति के अनुसार सभा के सदस्यों में से एक सदस्य को राजभाषा समिति का सदस्य होने के लिए निर्वाचित करने की कार्यवाही करें।
Motion moved. Those in favor please raise their hands and say aye. Aye. Those against will please raise their hands and say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Now, zero our submissions. Sri V. Vijay Sai Reddy, I have a suggestion. Each member please confine to 2 minutes so that I can give some more. Today demand is more. मैंने दे रहा हूं ना 3 मिनट बोलो फिर 10 लोग ही बोल पाएंगे। ठीक है चलिए, मुझे आपत्ति नहीं। आप बोलना नहीं है, आप अभी क्या बोलना है जी आपको समझ दिया नहीं। जब मिलेगा तब बोलिए, 3 मिनट ही बोलिए। मैंने सोचा बाकी लोगों को भी मौका मिलेगा। सुझाव था, अब सुझाव के लिए तैयार नहीं, बस 10 लोग ही होगा बस। विजय सारी मुझे क्या प्रॉब्लम।
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, Polavaram project is a lifeline for Andhra Pradesh state, sir. It is a project that has been taken up by the central government, and the central government has to bear the entire expenditure of the project cost, sir. In fact, Government of Andhra Pradesh has fixed a target of completion by December 2021, sir. Since it is a national project, all the funds have to be released by the central government, and to quicken the process, the Government of Andhra Pradesh, without even waiting for the central government to release the money, it has started spending the amount. The outstanding amount as on today to be released to Government of Andhra Pradesh is 3,805 crores, sir. And as asked by the Government of India, the CAG, Controller and Auditor General, has also audited the figures, and then it has confirmed that the amount of 3,805 crores is due to the Government of Andhra Pradesh, sir. Honorable CM of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, has written a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister explaining the details of the problems that are being faced by the state, particularly economic crisis after bifurcation, particularly in the pandemic of COVID. Finding it extremely difficult to further spend money on the Polavaram project, and requested for immediate release of the funds of 3,805 crores, sir. Honorable CM of AP has also given the plans as to how the funds could be released for hassle-free release to avoid the possible delays, sir. In the light of the above, I request the Honorable Minister, Jal Shakti Minister, to immediately take measures to release the funds for the Polavaram project, so that it could be completed by the target date of December 2021, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Associate. If you want, please, quickly. You're more than happy.
Sir, the honorable member has raised a very important issue, and it definitely matters in the interest of the national infrastructure projects also, because that being a national project. The discussion with the Finance Minister of Andhra Pradesh has been going on. I am also in touch with the Water Resources Minister, so that we can get this cleared at the earliest, because there was this gap because of the CAG certification, which Andhra Pradesh has apparently given. We'll follow it up, sir. So it is not something.
Dr. Vikas Mahatme and to Associate K.C. Ramamurthy.